Hello, my name is Brandy. I'm going to be doing my informative speech on a book that I actually read when I was in middle school. I want to say that I was in maybe the 6th grade, so that was some time now, but I really liked this book enough that I still remember most of it now, and now that I've gone back and looked at it again, I'm now realizing that there's more books in the series, which means that I'm going to have to go back and read all of those too now because I really liked this book. But the author of the book is Jean Duprat. I might be saying that wrong. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But the book is about a post-apocalyptic event. I'm not entirely sure what happens to the world. I think that it was pollution or bombs, something along those lines. But the book starts off with people deciding that in order to save the human race is that they need to go underground for 200 years. So they take 100 random adults and 100 random babies, and they have them go and live underground, and they're only supposed to be there for about 200 years. But the original creators of this underground city didn't want the people to know about the world above for some reason. I'm not entirely clear on that part of the book. So maybe I need to go back and reread the book before I do another report on this book. But anyways, they create this box that has a lock on it that is set to open in exactly 200 years, and each mayor of the city is supposed to give the next mayor after them strict instructions to keep an eye on the box and keep the box until it opens in 200 years. But once the 7th mayor came around to being their mayor, he fell ill with a coughing disease that was going around their city of Ember. That's the name of the book, City of Ember. And he thinks that there might be a secret cure in the box. And he tries to open the box, but sadly he dies before he can get the box to open. And it is left in a closet for years after that, and the box is completely forgotten about. So fast forward, once everybody has already been in the city for about, it was 240 years, and the protagonist of the book comes into the picture, and everybody in the city as young children is assigned jobs. They just pull numbers out of a hat, and that's their job for the rest of their lives now. And the protagonist gets something that she doesn't want. She doesn't want to be one of the people that works on the pipes, and that's like an underground thing kind of below their city where it has a running river, and that's what powers their city. And her friend, that a boy that ends up becoming her best friend in the book, doesn't want to be a messenger, so they switch jobs. And then later, the protagonist, the young girl, goes home and finds that her baby sister has this box. She discovers later that the 7th mayor was actually one of her past relatives, and that he had left it in their closet. And now this baby sister has found the box, and she's taken the note out of the box, and she's got it all torn up, and she's chewing on different pieces. But the young protagonist thinks that the letter could be something important because it's been typed instead of written out. And living under the city, they don't have anything that's typed anymore. So she takes it from her baby sister, and she pieces it and glues it back together the best that she can. And she discovers that there's words on this piece of paper that are supposed to mean things like exit, but she doesn't understand that. She can't quite piece together what's happening. And she also finds words like boat and candle, and none of them know what any of that stuff is. So her and her best friend go on a mission together to figure out what this message means and how they're going to use it to save their city. I thought that this was a really interesting book. I won't give away the ending just in case anybody comes across this book and wants to read this book for themselves. But that's kind of the gist of, like how the book starts. And I definitely think that there was a couple of parts that I think could have been better explained. But again, it's been a long time since I've read this book myself. But overall, I give this book a 10 out of 10, and I'm definitely going to go back and read the rest of the series.